The cemetery lay in an eerie silence, its tombstones standing like weathered sentinels in the moonlit night. Benjamin Garcia, a young and curious journalist with an insatiable thirst for uncovering mysteries, found himself inexplicably drawn to the haunting howls that echoed through the air. According to local legends whispered in hushed tones, a pack of dogs gathered there every night, their mournful cries sending shivers down the spines of those who heard them. Intrigued by the enigma surrounding the cemetery's canine chorus, Benjamin felt an irresistible urge to delve deeper into this mysterious phenomenon. He sought the assistance of his best friend, Brian Brown, a tech-savvy hacker renowned for his mischievous sense of humor and knack for uncovering secrets hidden in the digital realm. Together, they devised a plan to shed light on the truth behind the haunting howls. Equipped with a state-of-the-art camera and a shared determination, Benjamin and Brian ventured into the cemetery under the cloak of darkness. Their steps were cautious, each crunch of gravel beneath their feet seemingly amplified by the oppressive stillness. Moonlight cast eerie shadows as they made their way past rows of weathered tombstones, their gazes fixed on the unseen source of the haunting howls. As they approached a secluded corner of the cemetery, the distant wails grew louder, echoing with an ethereal sorrow. Benjamin's heart quickened with a mixture of excitement and trepidation. The legends had painted a picture of a spectral gathering, where the boundary between the living and the departed blurred. If they could capture evidence of this elusive gathering, it would be a breakthrough for their journalistic ambitions. With careful precision, they set up the camera on a sturdy tripod, positioning it to capture a wide-angle view of the cemetery. The anticipation was palpable as they pressed the record button, their breaths held in anticipation of what the night might reveal. And then it began. From the depths of the cemetery, the mournful howls reverberated through the stillness, intertwining with the gentle rustling of leaves. Benjamin and Brian exchanged glances, their eyes alight with a mixture of awe and trepidation. The camera faithfully recorded the haunting symphony, capturing the raw emotions woven into the canine cries. As the night wore on, the howls gradually faded, leaving behind a profound silence that seemed to swallow the very essence of the cemetery. Benjamin and Brian, exhilarated yet haunted by the experience, retrieved the camera and made their way back to their makeshift headquarters. In the following days, the duo painstakingly reviewed the footage, analyzing every frame in search of clues and revelations. The images danced across the screen, revealing glimpses of ethereal figures moving in unison, their forms shrouded in mist and mystery. It was a mesmerizing sight, simultaneously captivating and chilling. As Benjamin and Brian delved deeper into their investigation, they became acutely aware that what they had stumbled upon was not just a mere tale of spectral canines. The haunting howls were merely the surface, hinting at a far greater enigma lurking within the cemetery's dark embrace. They had unwittingly stepped into a world of ancient secrets, hidden alliances, and the delicate dance between love and betrayal. Days turned into nights as Benjamin and Brian tirelessly immersed themselves in the footage, dissecting every frame and scrutinizing each subtle detail. Their obsession with the haunting howls led them down a winding path of research and interviews with locals who had encountered strange occurrences near the cemetery. During their investigation, they crossed paths with Marilyn Wilson, a retired librarian with a penchant for the supernatural. Marilyn, a firm believer in the existence of spirits and the power of ancient lore, shared with them an intriguing story she had come across in her vast collection of folklore. According to Marilyn, the cemetery was not only a gathering place for a pack of dogs, but also rumored to be a sacred ground connected to a long-forgotten love story. Legend had it that a young couple, Tiffany Donovan and Michael Robinson, had tragically perished in a forbidden romance that defied the societal norms of their time. Tiffany, a vivacious and spirited woman, was the daughter of a wealthy industrialist. Michael, on the other hand, was a talented artist from a humble background. Their love flourished clandestinely, hidden from prying eyes, until their secret rendezvous was discovered by Tiffany's father. Consumed by anger and pride, Tiffany's father forbade their love, forcing them apart. Desperate to be together, the star-crossed lovers hatched a plan to elope under the cover of darkness, seeking solace and freedom within the sanctuary of the cemetery. But fate had other plans in store. On the night of their escape, tragedy struck. Their car veered off the road, plunging into the murky depths of a nearby lake. Tiffany and Michael's lives were cut short, their dreams shattered in an instant. As Benjamin, Brian, and Marilyn unraveled the layers of this heartbreaking tale, they began to realize the profound connection between the haunting howls and the undying love of Tiffany and Michael. The spectral pack of dogs that gathered in the cemetery each night were said to be the guardians of their eternal love, forever lamenting the loss that had befallen them. Armed with this newfound knowledge, the trio resolved to delve deeper into the mystery, determined to unveil the truth and bring closure to the restless spirits trapped within the cemetery's hallowed grounds. Little did they know that their quest for answers would lead them down a treacherous path filled with unexpected twists, dangerous alliances, and the revelation of dark secrets buried deep within the shadows. In their relentless pursuit of truth, they would come face to face with the destructive power of betrayal, testing their resolve and threatening to tear them apart. As the journey continued, Benjamin, Brian, and Marilyn found themselves entangled in a web of deceit, navigating a delicate dance between the living and the dead. The haunting howls of the pack of dogs grew louder, mirroring the rising tension and the imminent clash between loyalty and betrayal. Will they uncover the truth behind the spectral pack of dogs? Can they unravel the mystery that binds Tiffany and Michael to the cemetery? And will their own bonds of friendship survive the trials that lie ahead? Only time would reveal the answers as the tangled threads of love, betrayal, and the supernatural began to weave a tapestry of darkness and redemption. As Benjamin, Brian, and Marilyn delved deeper into the enigmatic world of the haunting howls and the tragic love story, they discovered a hidden chamber within the cemetery. Its entrance concealed by overgrown ivy and forgotten by time, it beckoned them with a magnetic pull. With cautious steps, they ventured into the chamber, their flashlights illuminating the darkness that surrounded them. The air felt heavy, thick with the weight of history and the lingering presence of spirits. Ancient symbols adorned the walls, telling a story of love, sacrifice, and betrayal. In the center of the chamber, they found an ornate pedestal holding a weathered journal, the remnants of a forgotten era. As they opened its fragile pages, the ink faded with age, revealing the words of Tiffany herself, chronicling the forbidden love that led to their tragic end. The journal spoke of a betrayal so profound that it shattered the very foundation of their trust. Patricia Ford, Tiffany's childhood friend and confidant, had been secretly envious of their love. Blinded by her own desires, she had conspired with Tiffany's father to tear them apart. Heartbroken and filled with a deep sense of betrayal, Tiffany poured her anguish onto the pages of the journal, seeking solace in her words. The ink became a testament to her undying love for Michael, her longing for a future they could never share. As Benjamin, Brian, and Marilyn read the journal entries, they could feel the raw emotions seep into their souls. It was as if Tiffany's spirit whispered through the pages, urging them to uncover the truth, to bring justice to her shattered love. Driven by a newfound determination, they pieced together the puzzle of the past, connecting the dots between the haunting howls, the love story, and the specter of betrayal that loomed over them. It became clear that Patricia Ford held the key to unraveling the tangled web of secrets, but finding her would not be easy. Patricia had vanished from the public eye after Tiffany and Michael's tragic demise, leaving behind a trail of broken friendships and unanswered questions. With relentless determination, the trio embarked on a search, following whispers and hidden clues that led them to the truth. Their journey took them to forgotten corners of the town, where they encountered individuals haunted by their own guilt and secrets. With each revelation, the bonds of their friendship were tested, as the weight of the truth threatened to tear them apart. But they pressed on, driven by their shared purpose and the ghosts of the past urging them forward. The pack of spectral dogs continued their haunting howls, a constant reminder of the unfinished business that bound them all. In their quest for justice, they would come face to face with the consequences of betrayal, both past and present. Friendships would fracture, loyalties would be tested, and the true nature of love and sacrifice would be laid bare. As they drew closer to the truth, the shadows grew darker, and the stakes higher. The echoes of the past reverberated through the present, intertwining the lives of Benjamin, Brian, Marilyn, Patricia, and the restless spirits of Tiffany and Michael. With each step closer to unraveling the truth, the tension between Benjamin, Brian, and Marilyn heightened. The weight of their discoveries and the impact of past betrayals strained their once unbreakable bond. Doubts and suspicions clouded their interactions, threatening to fracture their alliance. Their search led them to a secluded cabin on the outskirts of town, where Patricia Ford had taken refuge. The cabin stood as a somber testament to her guilt, surrounded by an air of secrecy and remorse. It was here that the final pieces of the puzzle awaited, ready to reveal the ultimate truth. As they approached the cabin, a mix of trepidation and determination surged through their veins. The haunting howls of the spectral pack of dogs filled the air, urging them onward. The time for answers had come. With bated breath, they stepped into the cabin, the creaking floorboards echoing their presence. Patricia Ford, aged and wearied by guilt, awaited them. Her eyes held a mixture of fear and resignation, as if she had long anticipated their arrival. In a trembling voice, Patricia confessed to her role in Tiffany and Michael's tragic fate. Envy and desperation had clouded her judgment, leading her down a path of deceit and betrayal. She revealed the extent of her involvement, the lies woven meticulously to break the lovers apart. As her words hung heavy in the air, Benjamin, Brian, and Marilyn grappled with a flood of emotions. The trust they had once placed in Patricia had crumbled, leaving behind a void that could not easily be filled. Their own friendship stood at a precipice, teetering on the edge of forgiveness or irreparable damage. But amid the shattered bonds, a glimmer of resolution emerged. Patricia, burdened by remorse, offered her assistance in righting the wrongs of the past. She divulged the existence of a hidden artifact, a key that held the power to unravel the spectral pack's haunting howls and grant peace to the restless souls. Together, they embarked on a final journey, a quest to retrieve the artifact and bring closure to the tormented spirits. It was a journey fraught with danger and uncertainty, a test of their resilience and the strength of their newfound resolve. Through treacherous paths and unforeseen obstacles, they persevered. The haunting howls guided their way, leading them deeper into the heart of the cemetery. At the epicenter of the spectral pack's nightly gathering, they found the sacred burial ground, the resting place of Tiffany and Michael. With Patricia's guidance, they placed the key upon the lovers' tombstone, unlocking the ancient power it held. A profound stillness settled upon the cemetery, as if time itself held its breath. The haunting howls ceased, replaced by a serene calm. As the spirits of Tiffany and Michael appeared, their ethereal forms radiating with a gentle luminescence, a sense of closure washed over Benjamin, Brian, and Marilyn. The specters thanked them for their tireless pursuit of truth and their role in exposing the depths of the betrayal that had plagued their love. In that moment, the wounds of the past began to heal, and a renewed sense of purpose united Benjamin, Brian, Marilyn, and even Patricia. The haunting howls were no more, replaced by a sense of peace and redemption. The spectral pack of dogs had fulfilled their duty, their purpose finally realized. With the chapter closed on the haunting howls and the tragic love story, Benjamin, Brian, Marilyn, and Patricia found solace in their shared journey. The scars of betrayal remained, but they had grown stronger, wiser, and more compassionate through their trials. As the haunting howls ceased and the cemetery embraced a newfound tranquility, Benjamin, Brian, Marilyn, and Patricia stood at the crossroads of their journey. The bonds forged through their shared quest had weathered the storm of betrayal, but they knew that their path forward would not be without its challenges. The revelation of Patricia's involvement in the tragedy had left its mark on their friendship. While forgiveness had been extended, the scars of the past still lingered. It would take time, understanding, and a collective commitment to rebuild the trust that had been shattered. With the spectral pack of dogs' purpose fulfilled, the focus shifted to the present and the future. The once estranged friends resolved to honor the memory of Tiffany and Michael by embarking on a new mission, one that would celebrate their enduring love and bring light to the darkness that had plagued their lives. Inspired by the ancient symbols and lore they had uncovered, Benjamin, Brian, Marilyn, and Patricia set out to create a sanctuary within the cemetery, a place where love, remembrance, and healing could flourish. They enlisted the help of local artists, craftsmen, and volunteers to breathe life into their vision. Together, they transformed a neglected corner of the cemetery into a garden of serenity. Flowers bloomed in vibrant hues, intertwining with ivy and winding paths that led to memorial stones and benches. A sculpture, capturing the essence of Tiffany and Michael's love, took center stage, becoming a symbol of hope and resilience. Word of the sanctuary spread throughout the town, attracting visitors seeking solace, inspiration, and a connection to something greater than themselves. The once forgotten cemetery became a place of pilgrimage, drawing people from far and wide to pay homage to the enduring power of love and the triumph over betrayal. Within the sanctuary, Benjamin, Brian, Marilyn, and Patricia found a renewed sense of purpose and camaraderie. Their shared endeavor had transformed their own lives as they witnessed the impact of their creation on others. It was a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the capacity for healing even in the face of heartache. As the seasons passed, the sanctuary continued to flourish, serving as a reminder that love could transcend time and betrayal. Benjamin, Brian, Marilyn, and Patricia's friendship, once fractured, grew stronger with each passing day. The scars of the past remained, but they became reminders of the journey they had undertaken together. The haunting howls that had initially brought them together now faded into distant memories. The pack of spectral dogs, their duty fulfilled, no longer roamed the cemetery. The spirits of Tiffany and Michael found solace and eternal rest, their love forever immortalized within the sanctuary they had inspired. And so, their story stood as a testament to the transformative power of love, the enduring bonds of friendship, and the resilience of the human spirit. The tale of the haunting howls and the tragic love story had transcended the boundaries of time and space, leaving an indelible mark on the lives of Benjamin, Brian, Marilyn, and Patricia. As they stood within the sanctuary, a sense of peace settled upon them. The past had been acknowledged, the present had been embraced, and the future held infinite possibilities. With hearts full of gratitude and hope, they looked ahead, ready to face whatever challenges and adventures awaited them. Within the tranquil embrace of the sanctuary, Benjamin, Brian, Marilyn, and Patricia found solace and a renewed sense of purpose. The once fractured friendship had grown stronger, fortified by their shared journey and the bonds forged through adversity. As news of the sanctuary spread, its influence extended beyond the town's borders. Visitors from distant lands arrived, drawn by the stories of love, healing, and redemption that emanated from the transformed cemetery. The garden became a sanctuary not only for the departed, but also for the living, a place where wounds could be mended and hope could be rekindled. Recognizing the profound impact they had made, Benjamin, Brian, Marilyn, and Patricia formed an organization dedicated to preserving the sanctuary and its message of love and resilience. The group, named Serenity's Embrace, embarked on a mission to spread their vision to other communities, creating havens of healing and remembrance across the world. Through their efforts, the haunting howls that once plagued the cemetery had become a distant memory. The spectral pack of dogs had found peace, their restless souls finally laid to rest. The legacy of Tiffany and Michael, intertwined with the friendships forged amidst their tragic tale, lived on in the hearts of all who visited the sanctuary. And so, their journey had come full circle. From the haunting howls that pierced the night to the creation of a sanctuary that healed wounded souls, Benjamin, Brian, Marilyn, and Patricia had forged a legacy that would endure for generations to come. Their tale would be told and retold, a reminder of the resilience of the human spirit and the transformative power of love. As they stood together, gazing upon the sanctuary they had helped create, a sense of fulfillment washed over them. The howls that had once filled their nights had been replaced by the serene silence of the cemetery. In that moment, they knew that their shared journey had reached its destination, leaving behind a legacy of love, redemption, and the triumph over betrayal.